Sure, you can laugh at a giant buffalo skull as a photo opportunity, but for some tourists, it works. And you can laugh about Abilene as a tourist destination. The new Sonic has a nice playground, as I did when Texas Highways magazine ranked it the 18th best travel destination in Texas. Austin is 26th.
All right, we're hitting the Center for Contemporary Arts.
Abilene's Grant Rampey invited me to town to see the sights.
Where else can you see the world's biggest black velvet painting?
I'm guessing this painting tells a story. What's the story?
Well, the story is they needed a fundraiser, and they decided to make the world's largest black velvet painting.
We got a Bum Steer Award from Texas Monthly for putting on the Intergalactic Art Walk. We had a march on Cypress Street, and we had Martin Luther King lead the march on the street. He was a black minister who had antennae and green skin for that night only. And he had 4 little children beside him who had antennae, and one was purple, one was pink, one was orange, and one was yellow. The poignant moment was when he said, "I have a dream that one day my 4 little children won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character."
Monk's Coffee Shop is famous for its t-shirt.
I worked with teenagers for years and years, and heard over and over what a great place Abilene was to raise a family, but a terrible place to be a kid. And they always talked about it being boring. And so we anticipated a little problem, and so that's why we added the tagline, "Drink more decaf." But that was just in case we got in big trouble with it. Not everybody likes it.
So the beatings have gone down to what, once a week?
Almost never.
Almost never, that's good.
There was
The next stop is the Grace, a former downtown hotel that fell into disrepair and has been revived as an art history and science museum, as well as a popular event venue.
It was built in 1909 to serve the railroad. You know, the station's right across the street. It was $1 to spend the night here, $1.50 if you opted for a bath. In 1909, this would have been the exact furniture.
Buffalo heads are a big deal out here.
They are.
Why?
Well, I think they're a part of how the place first came into existence.
Nearby is the National Center for Children's Illustrated Literature.
You know, the hope is that they'll look at these pictures and be interested in what's going on and want to go back and read a book. So, these are neat for kids especially because this is oil painting just on plywood. And so you tell kids you don't have to have fancy paper, you don't have to have fancy paint.
Abilene Zoo has over 1,000 animals. Feeding a giraffe from the bridge is a zoo highlight.
So there are so many things to see and do here, and the thrill is how much of a surprise it is to the folks who come off the street and they're just not expecting it. They think they're going to blow past Abilene, they end up staying a while.
And what do idiot columnists from Austin learn when they actually come to Abilene?
How wrong they were to assume that we're Abby frickin' lean, when in fact, we're Abby amazing lean. Betty, when the rap on Abilene to some outsiders is that we're deathly boring, not much going on, but we know otherwise. What are the reasons that make you pull over off I-20 and stop in Abilene?
Well, it's a perfect restroom stop for one thing, because it's just the right amount of time from whatever major destination you have.
Really?
Well, I mean, you know, if you don't know what Abilene is, what Abilene has to offer, that's probably what's going to pull you off the highway, and then you start discovering all the things that are here.